So one time I got off the stage just to do my normal thing, and he hit me. He's like, "I need you to go in that room with Jake the jeweler."
Oh yeah, we back with another episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist. In case you haven't heard, which I'm sure you have, the Diddy news hit the media.
Okay. I just changed my name to Love. Sean Love Combs. That's what it says on my driver's license. That's my official name, Love.
Also tonight, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, accused of sex trafficking and sexual assault in a lawsuit filed in federal court here in New York.
Sean Diddy Combs is denying allegations of rape, physical abuse, and sex trafficking by his ex-girlfriend, R&B star Cassie Ventura.
A woman who was alleging that she was raped by Diddy and also singer Aaron Hall back in, she says, either 1990 or 91.
Taking this album on has required so much time. Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is, we'll be up for days.
We all have stories. Mine is horrific. Like, why didn't you say something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy. And we really want to forget the trauma.
Diddy's former backup dancer, Tena Ray, speaking out.
Wait. Oh, hold up. Never mind. Wait, what the? I forgot. Look, Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper. 5, that's redacted. Look, 5, he's a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj.
All right.
I'm Love!
We were a part of Diddy's event staff
Yes,
from 2004 to 2009.
That's
okay.
correct.
Tell us
The
about
alleged go-go dancer, Adria English, you know, the one from the Diddy lawsuits, who was looking for that big old payday, who was also looking to get flown out, put up in hotels, her and her boyfriend taken care of for the interview that she wanted to put out.
So how did the conversation come up about you dancing at the white parties?
Tamiko, the light-skinned girl in the pictures, the light-skinned with the Asian eyes, she was the one coordinating everything.
Oh yeah, you heard it, Diddy's old KK. And well, I don't know what Tasha K paid, but she sure did come out.
Long story short, my ex, Anthony Gallo, goes in the room and he comes out yelling, that.
Now, there are some stories that we're gonna hear that took place that are a little bit where you gonna go,
I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, I'll talk to you in the elevator. And we get to the elevator, he could try to ask me to suck his. I said, who asked you to suck his? He said, Diddy.
She definitely has some juicy stories to put out there.
Are you a cheater?
Nah, I used to be a cheater. I'm not a cheater no more.
Used to be.
I'm a truth teller now.
It was just about dancing. That's all he talked to me about, dancing. He took us on a room. He's in a room in the mansion. You can see it. We in a room. It's like a bedroom. He was like, get ready, get dressed. And, you know, at the end of the night, I'm gonna make sure I take care of you guys and everything like that. And I was like, cool.
Miss English came forward a little while ago.
Initially, when we got there, he gave all of us a camera with the footage, when you take the actual thing out and have to develop the film. The old school cameras.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
He had us all. It was 3 of us. It was never me by myself.
Okay.
It was Tamiko was the one that he gave the money to. Tamiko paid me, and see, Tamiko won't talk.
Now, as she can sit back and reflect and go through it, she says that she feels like she was definitely trafficked through the time that she spent over there in the houses. Let's figure out how she even got in those houses.
$1,000. We're getting $1,000 just to take pictures. It started out that way.
I would have been snapping too.
Right. Why
Seriously.
wouldn't? I'm from California. The whole Tupac thing done popped up. You know what I mean? 96 and went, been and gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
now
yeah.
we in 2005. You know what I mean? You know, we still talking about Tupac. So
Are you fucked up now?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad that Tasha asked her though, because I was a little worried myself. I've never heard Tasha K ask that question before.
No, I want some wine.
You sure you ain't been drinking already? We have to ask for.
No, my natural, and that's another thing.
No. I just have to ask everybody to make sure.
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I haven't.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I haven't.
You know, we get policies around here.
Tasha had to ask Miss English if she was on something. You know, you on one? And Miss English let her know that she wasn't on anything. She said that it's part of the policies. As you can see, Miss English a little on the antsy side. She can't kind of stay still. She can't get it together. So when you look at it through this, yeah, it would appear as though she was on something.
Gave us all cameras and our job was to go around the party in the beginning, to go around the party and capture footage.
Okay.
I got Mary J. Blige, her original husband that, ended up, breaking up with her. I got Paris Hilton. I got Diana Ross. I got Evan Ross. Everybody. Jacob the jeweler, Diddy.
I mean, if she is very nervous about coming out and actually talking about this in a TV setting, in a sense, or a podcast setting for the first time, her nerves probably did set in, but she definitely looked like somebody sitting on the first 48 right now.
Now, Diddy had 3 different stages set up in his mansion. So it's a stage right here, but in his house. Not a big ass stage, but just elevated. He wanted us to be, it's 3 of us. So he had Tamika right here, me right here, me right here. Our job was to dance for 45 minutes, and then it was literally our job to get off the stage and go drink.
She talked with her eyes closed, butt twitching, arms moving, but she say she healthy. And she say that she don't do no drugs, so we're gonna take her word for it. She just on the wine.
Going back to, okay, it started out with the pictures. After the pictures, then he put 3 different stages spread out throughout his mansion. This wasn't major, and our job was to dance for 45 minutes and to mingle for 15 minutes.
As she was there, she was able to surround herself around A-list celebrities that she said were taking a liking to her. Now, why they may have been taking the liking to her?
When we drink, I felt up. You know, I felt so.
Let's get another round of these ditties going out to everybody. It's gonna get everybody in the right mood.
I know what it takes to be drunk. I felt way more up. I ain't gonna say nothing about it.
They know what they were looking for and looking to gain from the situation.
He said, I need you to go in the room with Jacob the jeweler. And mind you, I'm be honest, I wasn't handcuffed. I wasn't no gun in my head. Wasn't no none of that. I was dancing at Larry Flynt's concert club, and I was an ex-porn star. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
It wasn't like, you know, I thought he was pointing me in the right direction.
You was okay with,
because I thought he was pointing me in the right direction.
And selling pussy.
In that moment, I wasn't selling no pussy.
That's probably why they took a liking to her. They knew that she was in the industry for porn. They probably seen that as an easy target.
New York and Diddy, they thought that was dope.
Nothing to do with me and Puff right now. Hold on, let's get some ladies in here. There's nothing to
Pussy, he just told me to go in the room.
Okay.
But I was a dancer. So being a dancer, an exotic dancer, you appreciate when people tell you, oh, that guy got the money. You know, go to him. He don't never get dances. You know what I mean? He buy dances, like go, you know what I mean? So I thought he would just point me in the right direction because I'm from Cali.
Be honest with you, I really don't know why she came out and did the interview.
I don't know who Jacob the jeweler is at this point. This is back in 2005, you feel me? And so when he said go in the room, I'm thinking, you know, just be nice. Immediately spun me around, like flip my little, like.
Jacob the jeweler?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I wasn't in the room.
Yeah,
okay.
you weren't. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's allegedly, all allegedly.
From what she said in the interview, she stated that she had already had contractual obligations to make this interview happen. And she addressed the lawyers, and the lawyers told her that they don't think that this was a good idea. And to be honest, you know, I like the idea, but I know it's not a good idea in the court system because they can use this whole video to play with her character.
Yeah, and like miraculously, I don't know, he was protected already. He already had it on. I don't know, but it just went down like few pumps, pump, and it was over. And then when I walked back out the room, they started like hugging and like dapping. Diddy was literally waiting outside, like he knew it was gonna be fast.
I love the fact that they got to keep touching on the allegedly part. You know, they got to bring that up. Because Miss English seems to forget that she got a lawsuit going on. I'm gonna leave it up to you all in the comments. You feel like this may be or may not be creditable. Obviously, pictures came out with her in the parties. Things that have taken place at the parties are coming out. She's giving you her side of those parties.
I noticed that he was on us after, like, cause we had to switch the film out, and he was on like, as soon as it's done, give it to me. He was collecting the tape, not an assistant, not him himself in the middle of the party. And I said to Tamika, I was like, why he on it like that? Cause I'm faded. I'm like, why he on it like that? She was like, don't worry about it. You know, just make sure you give him the footage. So I'm like,
and with that being said, now we know
certain times he told us not to wear white, even though it was a white party. So they knew to point us out.
You know what's wild about this is she just told us that Diddy had them out there putting on tapes.
What were you doing with
just dancing from what they could see? But when it got like to midnight, like 1 o'clock, it was weird. It was like they knew, like certain people knew to leave.
So if that is the case and they are putting on tapes and Diddy out here collecting the footage and we watched the raids take place, you think they got those tapes inside the footage at the raids?
This shit was weird. It's like when I don't know if he told them ahead of time, after midnight is going down. If you hear after midnight, whoop, I don't know. But I'm like.
So what went down at the midnight?
I wonder what else he got. That means he got a backlog of catalog stuff and events that have taken place at these things for a long time.
You had to go past the little security rooms. It was a mansion and it was room. Like how this is a big establishment and your room is right here. This is Tasha K room. It was a VIP room within the mansion.
He probably sitting at home just like, ooh, look at this one walk through the party. Ooh, look at this room. Now, let's take a deeper dive and let's see what happens late night at these Diddy parties.
Actual security guard standing there. And then when you went past the security room, the blue and the pink cocaine and the drugs, everything was right on the table, right there at your and a bed. I'll never forget the bed because Jacob was like a kid, like giddy, like we're getting away with it, like it was almost like it was his first deal.
What you mean getting away with it?
Like it was like almost like it was his first like interaction with Diddy, like putting him up on that, like I didn't know we could do stuff like that. Like he was like like a kid. I don't know how to explain.
Oh yeah, and in case you don't know, Miss English came from Cali. She said it on 650 times through the interview. You know, she was just happy to be in the situation she was in. She did some dancing, some sexting. Who knows what else happened?
Anthony went for the audition. He went and sucked the. But they hired him because his girl was the porn star from LA.
Oh yeah, you heard him when he came out that room yelling and screaming. He ain't the first one to leave that room with question marks.
Welcome to the family, John.
There I saw when she first started dating him, like I seen the innocent Cassie, like I know like Cassie ain't chasing a bag, like she looked up to him. She wasn't wrong for being starstruck, or I want to say it like this, she wanted to be a model so bad. Her and Anthony, they wanted to be models so bad that they were willing. Well,
now from there I can kind of gather that, you know, Cassie did some things she didn't want to do, and the boyfriend did some things that he didn't want to do, even though they're coming out and telling us what he didn't do. We know his story's not coming out, so we won't really know what he did and didn't do, or what he was or wasn't forced to do.
Then they had me also working on Star Island. I don't know how she got into the room.
What, you was working at Diddy's mansion on Star Island? What were you doing?
It was his mansion, yes, on Star Island. And when you looked out the back, when you went through the mansion, you looked out the window out the back, it was water. And it tripped me out because I'm from Cali.
I'm gonna be honest, the parties took place about 20 years ago. So for her to come out now and talk about this stuff, I mean, obviously it was due to the Cassie stuff, but it took place 20 years ago, so.
Okay, if Diddy told me to go in here with you, I'm about to.
Now, were you paid?
$500 to be there as a go-go dancer, but the extra money he paid to Tamika, who will not speak to me, and I'm mad as hell because even before all this happened.
So was Tamika pimping you? Allegedly, let's just say it.
I think her and Diddy was pimping me together.
Miss English, you can forget about Tamika coming out and saying anything, because I don't think she has anything to say to this. Okay, she might have took your money and kept it, seeing how she was probably getting paid more than the rest of you, but the likelihood of her coming up and being like, hey, let me dive into this, oh, it's slim. I'm pretty sure that her NDAs had a lot in those contracts, and they pretty much was in capital letters of shut up. And with that being said, well, I'm not gonna hold you, but I think that with her telling everybody that she knew what she was going into these rooms for, and that she was grown, and that what was taking place, she was of knowledge and continued to do willingly. I think that with that being said, you know, because she was flown from one place to another willingly, I think it's a little different than obviously being done with force. So go ahead, put your comments down in the comments so that we can talk about this. I'd love to hear it. Do you think that she has a case? Do you think that she should continue speaking out about what happened? Do you think people should feel bad about what happened? Like I said, we'd love to hear it down in the comments. Thank you for tuning into an episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist.